the other video I made was kind of long, so or the second video. So making the second video over again, just really looking at what I did here. So, having a look at retouching, and this is the original, and this is pretty much blurring out after having made retouched the black area here. I had to add, right, to fix the red area, and pretty much just clone this image, and well, I can just disable the layer masking. You can see that what I've done here is just used dust and scratches really to clean that up and added a mask. So a lot of manually retouching here, as you can see, just using the airbrush really to put denoised info over the original. Yeah, and this one we made earlier on. One thing you could do in cases like this is to create the text over again. Find the correct font and make the text over again. I didn't bother doing that because this is just an example, but yeah. Yeah, I also, let's see, disable this one. I also cloned some of this area because the transition here from red to black was too hard, so I wanted to make that more smooth. And often in old scans you can see that the transition between something like this red area and the black is very, very sudden. So the old scanners weren't all that good at that. So you can add that stuff manually, and what I did, I just made a mask really, using the airbrush again to add some kind of like volumetrics, some nebula stuff. I guess I should have done that over here as well. Just go like that, like this. Use the airbrush tool, maybe set that to 20. And by doing that you get a nicer, a softer transition. Hit X here. X on the keyboard will toggle those two. And yep, makes things easier. made a auto hotkey shortcut for the brush size as I'm using Photoshop CS3. So you can find that on my YouTube channel if you want to use that script for sizing the brush instead of hitting the keyboard in CS3. What else? I think that's about it. Yeah. So this was the final. Looks like this. Let's just have a look at the original for a second, this one. And what you can do here is you can create lines using this tool, what's it called? The line tool. And you can just draw lines like that. And the reason for doing that is because if I do that, I can select that area, and as these are very angular-ized, I can use motion blur and actually blur those with an angle of 80. So now you see that. See the difference? So yeah, just a trick. But yeah, that's about it. So just really just an old technique really that I rarely use anymore, but sometimes.